Namaskar, myself Pratik. In this session we are going to implement decision tree classifier in Python. We will perform first two steps, that is loading the dataset and to perform train test split in this session. Let us start this session. In this session we have to build a decision tree classifier for this given dataset. Here you can see that purchased Alexa is our class attribute, while user ID, gender, age, minutes of music consumed are input attributes. We have to predict whether the customer is going to purchase Alexa or not based on his/her input attributes. This minutes of music consumed indicates the number of minutes he or she consumed the music in last 1 year. And we thought that this information will play a vital role to decide whether the customer is going to purchase Alexa or not. So that's why we have collected this information. We also have age, gender and user ID information about the customer. Now in this case we have 4 input attribute and 1 output attribute. Now in order to build decision tree classifier for this dataset, first of all we need to decide our input attributes which we should consider in building this decision tree. In this process we are going to take only 2 attributes, that is age and minutes of music consumed. Of course user ID is not going to play any role, so we will ignore that column, and we assume that gender also is not going to play any role. You may argue that gender is also important and it can play an important role in building the decision tree, but for simplicity of our model we are only considering 2 input attributes and 1 output attributes. The another idea to choose only 2 input attribute is to make it easy to perform visual analysis of this model, because we can perform visual analysis in 2D plane by considering only age and minutes of music consumed attributes. Of course you can experiment with gender column also, but in this case the visual analysis of the model will not possible. So in order to have visual analysis of our model, we are going to consider 2 input attributes, age and minutes of music consumed, and 1 output attribute, that is purchased Alexa. Here our class attribute has only 2 possible values, one is 0 and another is 1. So it means that we are going to build a binary classifiers with 2 input attributes, age and minutes of music consumed. Now let us import all desirable libraries in Python to perform this task. So we know that NumPy is most important library, which is the base of all libraries and it used to perform all mathematical operations. So we are importing this NumPy as NP. We are importing matplotlib's pyplot sublibrary as PLT, and this library is important for visual analysis of our model. And pandas is a SQL in Python. All the methods to perform operations on data are available in this library, so we are importing pandas as PD. So here we have imported all our desirable libraries. The next step is to load the dataset. So this dataset is available in alexa_dataset.csv file. You can download this dataset from Kaggle by following this link. This link has also been given in the description of this video. Here we are loading this dataset in a data frame known as dataset, and you can see that this dataset has columns user ID, gender, age, minute of music and purchased Alexa. The next process will be to create X and Y. As we have already discussed that we have to keep age and minutes of music in X while purchased Alexa in Y. This age and minutes of music is available at index value 2 and 3 of this data frame, because index value start from 0. So user ID is at 0, gender is at 1, age is at 2 and minutes of music is at index value 3, while purchased is at index value 4. Here we are using iloc method of data frame to create x and y. For x we are selecting all the rows but columns at the index value 2 and 3. So x has been created. Now let us create y by selecting all the rows and columns at the index value 4. So here x and y has been created, and you can see here these are the contents of x, which contain the information about age and minutes of music consumed, and this is y, which indicate that whether the customer has purchased Alexa or not. Let us move to Spider to execute these commands. In order to implement decision tree, the first step will be to select the desirable folder. So here I have selected my desirable folder, which contain CSV file for building the decision tree. So this is the .csv file over which I have to build my model. Let us execute the code to import the desirable libraries. Libraries has been imported. Let us load this dataset in a data frame by executing read_csv method of pandas library. Data frame dataset has been created. We can see its content in the variable explorer. These are its content. It has user ID, gender, age, minutes of music consumed, and purchased Alexa. There are total 400 records with index value 0 to 399. In order to create x, I have to use age and minute of music consumed with index value 2 and 3. We have to select the columns with index value 2 and 3, and for y I have to select the column with index value 4. Let us create x and y. Here I am selecting all the rows and columns with index value 2 and 3 for x, and all the rows with column at index value 4 for y. So here x and y has been created. In x we have age and minute of music consumed, and in y we have class attribute purchased Alexa. After creating x and y, the next step will be to perform train test supplet. And in order to perform train test supplet, we have to import method train_test_supplet from model selection sublibrary of sklearn. So here we are importing from sklearn.model_selection import train_test_supplet. Here we are passing all important attributes to this train test supplet. We have to split x into xtrain and xtest, and y into ytrain and ytest. So here we are specifying x and y. We are using 0.25 as test size, while 0.75 will be used for training. It means 75% record will be used for training, while 25% is used for testing. You can play with these values. Random_state is equal to 0, which will ensure that when we rerun the code, the same values of rows will be selected every time in train and test data frames. It is important to fix random_state to an integer value, because actually it will fix the seed value of our random number generator, and by fixing it to an integer value, it ensures that same random number will be generated during every rerun of our code. So in order to compare our outputs after each rerun of the code, it is better to keep random_state to a fixed integer value. Here we are fixing it to a 0. You can fix it to any integer value. Now let us move to Spider to perform train test supplet. Let us execute this code to split x and y into xtrain, xtest, ytrain and ytest. You can see after executing this command, xtest, xtrain, ytest and ytrain has been created. There are 400 record in x. We have used 0.25 as a test size. It means 25% record, that is 100 record will be used for testing, and remaining 300 will be used for training. So you can check here, in xtrain we have 300 records with 2 columns. In xtest we have 100 records with 2 columns. Same way in ytrain we have 300 records and in ytest we have 100 records. Let us see its content. So this is our xtrain, which contain 300 records with age and minutes of music consumed. In ytrain we have the corresponding values of our purchased class attribute. It has 300 values and here again we have 300 values. So in xtrain we have the information about our independent variables, while in ytrain we have the information about our dependent variable. In training data we have 300 records. So we will build our model on xtrain and ytrain. Then it will be tested on xtest that contain 100 values of our independent variables, age and minutes of music consumed. We will get the predicted values of our class for these 100 values of xtest that will be stored in ypredict. Then in final step, ypredict will be compared with ytest, that is the actual values of test data, to evaluate the performance of our model. So this explains the importance of splitting the data into xtrain, xtest, ytrain and ytest. So we will build our model on xtrain and ytrain. We will test it on xtest. We will get its predicted values in ypredict. Then predicted values of y will be compared with actual values of y, that is in ytest, to perform quality analysis of our classifier. We will perform all these steps in coming video sessions. This is all about this session. In next session we will perform feature scaling over this dataset. I request all of you to subscribe this YouTube channel to receive latest video tutorials on topics like data mining, machine learning, DBMS, big data, NoSQL and many more. To learn DBMS in a simplified way, we have created an online course on DBMS which is available at Udemy platform. Same way, to learn SQL and PLSQL, online courses has also been created over Udemy platform. You can join these courses to learn these tools. I have also authored books on data mining and data warehousing, DBMS, NoSQL, beginning with SQL and PLSQL for beginners. All these books are available at Amazon platform. To read more about this, you can refer my website prateekbhatia.com. Thanks for watching this video.